I discover new things every day, every time I go to a museum, and that's what the works are there for.
Can I tell a story? Can I make it a good story? Can I pull you from the other side of the room? Those are all things that I try to do with my artwork.
I'm more interested in presenting the stories and the experiences and the histories that real people have experienced, but we haven't heard.
I'm the beneficiary of learning from so many different people, but also making sure that I amplify those stories back out in the community.
I continue to love the relationship between the aesthetics and the politics and the way in which the art that I make makes me think, and also enjoy the beauty of the image that makes me think.
I was trying as much as possible to keep the process I used as close to the industrial process as possible, because I felt it was a blue-collar process. I didn't want to go for that, that art process.
The materials that I use and have really always used have always been paper. So just in my head, I thought, oh, well, you just have to wet it so that it can move like paint.
Part of the job of the artist is to pay attention to what's being said to you, what's being told to you, right? And then using all of that so that you can actually get out of the way of the work and do the work that the work needs.
The most powerful works are the works that do not dictate what they're about.
Art speaks of who we are at our very best. And you go into a museum and you can see that over and over again, that divine spark, that humanness, that heart.
You can't live without art, and it is healing on all levels. The process of it, making it, looking at it, art is it.
It's really important for me as an artist to have a representation of myself so that, youth could see themselves in these particular environments like museums.
Hopefully I will give some inspiration to some young people or, evolving artists to know their community, to preserve their community, and not allow someone else to do it for them.
When I hear from some young person that they saw a picture of mine and that it had an impact on them, I feel like, well, I guess it's a good day. And it's all been worthwhile, that really has made it worthwhile.